Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Urbanscape Bangalore, and in today's episode we will look at miniaturizing the Syngonium plant or the arrowhead plant. So this is the Syngonium or the arrowhead plant. So the general feeling about this plant for me is that I do not really like it when it becomes big. I find it a little creepy. But I love the pink variety ones, that is the pink Syngonium, and the other variety that I like are the ones that you find in these home centers, which are really tiny. So I always keep wondering, how do they make this big arrowhead plant grow really tiny? So I figured out how they kind of do it. So I will let you know on how to miniaturize or how to reduce the size of these arrowheads and use it as an indoor plant. So it's very simple. So if you are one of those people who really don't like the arrowheads growing really big, then this video is perfect for you. So you have to take the arrowhead plant like this, and these are very vigorous plants, so they grow with real good vigor. And it also grows in water, it grows in really damp soil. So this is one of those versatile plants that any indoor gardener can have. It also grows in very dapple shade, so it is one of those best indoor plant varieties that you can find. So you will need to first take a cutting like this with some nodes here and there. So you must remember that the roots will come out of these nodes. So you need to have these items with you before you miniaturize the Syngonium plant. So these are the items that you need. So you will need the Syngonium plant, of course. Then you will need some well-draining soil. You can use coco peat as well, because the Syngonium loves being in damp conditions. But if you use coco peat and it is an indoor plant, then you might have to reduce watering here and there. So just balance the watering according to the potting medium you use. Then we have a potting medium here with sand, compost and garden soil. We have a small stone here to cover the drainage hole of this tiny container. So take a very tiny container for this. And then the most important thing is this. So in India we get these paper bags. So it lasts longer. So you might be thinking, okay, you can use paper, right? But no, paper actually disintegrates really faster. So these paper bags don't disintegrate so soon. So we will be using this paper bag, and then we will use some twine thread. So this is the twine thread. This is again biodegradable, and I'm not using anything that is plastic or any non-biodegradable product here. So everything is eco-friendly, and that's one of the most important things of gardening. Use biodegradable products as much as you can. So the first thing that you have to do is take few cuttings of the plant. So just give it a slight trim here, maybe just below the node. Give it a cut. You can also take these things here that you see. It already has roots, so you can give this a cut as well. So let's take this plant which already has a root. Let's cut off the extra unwanted parts and just leave it like this. So as you can see here, the arrowhead is a little bigger and the ones here are small. So we need something that is really small, and I will let you know on how to do it. So once you take this cutting, what you can do is you can take off the leaves also, no problem. You can just wherever possible, just cut off the leaf. Maybe I'll leave this leaf, but it is advisable because this again will grow really big, right? We don't want that. So take off the entire leaf if possible. So this is the portion that you really want. Even if it does not have roots, it's okay, you can still use it. Now once that is done, take a small portion of this paper bag. So cut it in a circular motion. So you will have to use some assumption here to kind of cut this paper bag. So once that is done, so I also forgot to mention this earlier, so you will need coco peat for the potting mix as well. So we have coco peat here. So take some coco peat and add it onto the paper bag portion that we have here, and then you will have to place the cutting. So this is the cutting that we have. Place it in such a way that the roots touch the coco peat. Now you will have to wrap the paper bag around the coco peat. Wrap it in such a way that there is no coco peat coming out of the paper bag. So once this is done, you can take a twine thread and then wrap it across this arrangement. Wrap it in such a way that the coco peat does not come out. And then tie it really tightly. So the stem is kind of exposed. The paper bag along with the coco peat is wrapped tightly. And then what you can do is you can either put this in a glass full of water, or you can put it in a container which already has a plant, and you can just keep it on top and you can just water it. That's what I've been doing. You can use these two methods and it will still work. So the best method is to kind of use the second method that I told you. So once you do this and you keep it, you will see small leaves coming out, and I'll show you the end result. So this is the end result. You can see the difference. So you can see the size difference here. So we have miniaturized the Syngonium, and to further miniaturize this and to keep this the same size, you need to use a smaller container. So this will be really effective. Now I will be planting this into this container, and then we will see. So as customary, we will be closing the drainage hole with this pebble here, and then I'm using the potting medium with sand. We first put the plant and see the level. And then to cover it, you can use some colored pepper. So that is it, folks. It's very easy to create a miniature sized Syngonium for your indoor planting. So thank you for watching Urbanscape Bangalore, and if you want to see such interesting videos in the future, then please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.